Imagine a courtroom. Not just any courtroom, but one where the fate of an entire ideology is on trial. Where men who once commanded millions now stand silent, defeated, and exposed. This is not just about war. This is about justice. After unimaginable horror, after the fall of Nazi Germany, the world asked one question: can you put evil itself on trial? Welcome to the story of the Nuremberg Trials, where history, law, and morality collided for the very first time. One, the fall of Nazi Germany. In 1945, World War II came to a devastating end. Germany, under the dictatorship of Adolf Hitler, had unleashed destruction across Europe. Millions were dead. Cities were destroyed. And the horrors of the Holocaust shocked the entire world. When Allied forces entered concentration camps, they found starving prisoners, gas chamber, mas gravis. The evidence was undeniable. The question now was, what should be done with those responsible? Execution, exile, or something never attempted before? Vertraio. The idea of justice. Allied powers, uniting Soviet Union and France, decided to do something revolutionary. Instead of revenge, they chose law. This led to the creation of the International Military Tribunal. For the first time in history, leaders of a defeated nation would be tried, not just for war, but for crimes against humanity. This was a legal experiment, because before this moment, there was no clear law defining such crimes. The courtroom and defendants. The trials were held in the city of Nuremberg. Why Nuremberg? Because it was once the symbolic heart of Nazi power. Now, it would become the place of their downfall. 24 top Nazi officials were charged. Among them, Hermann Hingesir Hitlers Rita Hehn, Rudolf Hess, Joachim von Ribbentrop, Wilhelm Keitel. Each of them had played a role in one of history's darkest chapters. Der charges. The defendants faced for major charges. Conspiracy. Planning crimes together. Crimes against peace. Starting aggressive war. Acrimis. Violations of war laws. Crimes against humanity. Murder, extermination, slavery. This last charge, crimes against humanity, was groundbreaking. It meant that even if actions were legal in a country, they could still be judged by international law. Evidence and shocking moments. The prosecution presented overwhelming evidence. Nazi documents, signed orders, witness testimonies, film footage from camps. For the first time in history, the world saw the truth on screen. One of the most powerful moments came when videos of concentration camps were shown in court. Even hardened Nazi leaders looked away. Hermann Göring tried to defend himself aggressively, but evidence crushed his arguments. Many defendants claimed, "I was just following orders." But the court rejected this excuse. On October 1st, 1946, the final judgments were delivered. 12 defendants were sentenced to death. 3 were acquitted. Others received prison sentences. Hermann Göring was sentenced to death, but committed suicide before execution. The rest were executed or imprisoned. Justice had been served. But at what cost? Legacy impact. The Nuremberg Trials changed the world forever. They established the idea of individual responsibility, the concept of crimes against humanity, the foundation for modern international law. Later institutions like the International Criminal Court were inspired by these trials. But debates still continue. Was it true justice or victor's justice? The Nuremberg Trials were more than just court cases. They were a message to the world. No matter how powerful you are, no matter what orders you follow, you are responsible for your actions, and one day, history will judge you. If you want more powerful stories of history, justice, and truth, subscribe to the channel. Because some stories are not just told, they must be remembered.